This is Keerthana, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce. I am here to present my case study on indirect tax implications. Before that, we can see an indirect tax introduction. Indirect tax plays a significant role in generating revenue for governments and funding public services and infrastructure development. They also be used as tools to influence consumer behavior, promote specific industries, or discourage the consumption of certain goods like luxury items or items harmful to health. Overall, indirect taxes are an essential component of country's fiscal policy and economic management, contributing to government revenue while influencing economic activities and consumer choices. My case is country Omega has recently introduced new regulations to ensure that e-commerce transactions are appropriately taxed. These regulations aim to capture revenue from the booming e-commerce sector and ensure fair competition with traditional brick and mortar business. The situation here, eShopNow is a rapidly growing e-commerce platform operating in country Omega. The platform connects buyers and sellers offering a wide range of products and services. As eShopNow expands its operations, it encounters various indirect tax implications that need to be addressed to ensure compliance and efficient business operations. We can see the indirect tax implications. First implication is value added tax, that is VAT on goods and services. Under the new regulations, eShop now is required to determine and collect VAT on both goods and digital services sold throughout its platform. VAT rates vary based on the type of product or service. Second implication is cross border transactions. eShop now facilitates transactions between buyer and seller located in different countries. This introduces complexities related to VAT on cross border sales. Third implication is VAT registration and compliance. As eShopNow's transaction volume grows, it reaches the threshold for mini VAT registration. This introduces additional administrative tasks and reporting obligations. Fourth implication is tax documentation and invoicing. eShop now must issue valid VAT invoices to buyers for each transaction, including the correct VAT amount. Fifth implication is e-commerce platform liability. Under certain circumstances, eShop now may be held liable for VAT not collected or remitted by its sellers. Sixth implication is impact on pricing and customer experience. The introduction of VAT may impact the pricing of products and services, affecting customers' expectations and purchasing decisions. We can see about questions. First is, what is eShopNow's responsibility regarding VAT on goods and digital services? The solution will be, eShopNow must accurately identify the VAT rate applicable to each product or service, collect the VAT amount from buyers, and ensure timely remittance to the tax authorities. Second question is, how should eShopNow handle VAT for cross-border transactions? The solution will be, eShopNow should determine the VAT treatment based on the seller and buyer's location, including thresholds for VAT registration in different countries. VAT rates of both The origin and destination countries must be considered. Third question is, what steps should eShop now take to ensure VAT registration and compliance? The answer will be eShop now needs to monitor its transactions volume and register for VAT when it crosses the threshold. It must be file regular VAT returns, maintain proper records, and ensure accurate reporting of VAT collected and paid. Next question, how can eShop now ensure tax documentation and invoicing? eShop now should implement an invoicing system that generates VAT compliant invoices with accurate VAT calculations. It should also ensure that sellers provide necessary information for invoicing. How can eShop now mitigate its liability risk for VAT compliance by sellers? eShop now should establish clear terms and conditions for sellers outlining their responsibilities for VAT compliance. Regularly audit seller transactions to identify potential non compliance issues. How should eShop now address the impact of VAT on pricing and customer experience? eShop now should clearly communicate to customers that prices include VAT. It may also consider revising pricing strategies to minimize the impact of VAT on the overall customer experience.